Hello and welcome back to Carpathian Countryside. So it's been a little while since I did an episode on here. Pretty much it's just been really hectic at work. You may have seen a community post that I put on YouTube. Work, 6 weeks of my holidays from school. It's just been really mad hectic. So, I am going to do a little bit of talking quickly, just because I've already done quite a few bits before I start. Well, I say before I started recording. So, I recorded a whole episode, which included a time lapse and a montage, and it was about 40 minutes long. So, I had nothing but problems, and I worked out the problems were because I updated my NVIDIA driver, and that optimizes Farming Simulator, but it also optimizes OBS. Excuse me. So what happened was that it changed some of my settings on OBS. So when I was recording, it was trying to record at a higher level than my PC could cope with, I think. I'm not an expert, so I don't know whether this is the reason, but the clips were all stuttery. As soon as I press record, the textures went blurry. I may have touched on that in other episodes on other series, maybe, so you may already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the grass textures, they just go all sort of blurry and cartoon sort of looking. So anyway, I think that was all to do with OBS settings being changed. So when I came to edit it, I rendered it, edited it, etc., and it was a bit of a mess. So I uploaded it to YouTube, but set it to private just so that I could watch the finished product, and it was just the same, so I couldn't put it out. So I've basically gone back to a previous game save backup, but I didn't fancy doing all the work again that I did in the episode when I recorded it. So we'll start off over here. This is the this is the orchards. There's 4 orchards here that we placed in the last episode. I have managed to place them a little bit better, and I've done a bit of a sort of border all the way around, so it's just a little bit neater, a little bit tidier, and we've got a ramp coming up here, so works pretty well. But interestingly, with these, I filled them up with what was it? Fruit and vegetable fertilizer and compost. And then off I went to get a trailer of water, and it wouldn't accept the water. I was thinking, well, why won't it accept it? It takes water, but it's not accepting it. And I finally worked out, if we look in the apple orchard here, it's got water, but underneath it's got a cloud. So I surmised that that is rainwater, which would then explain why it says seasonal production mode, because you can only get rainwater when it rains. So if it's not raining, you're not going to get water. So it's pretty cool. I like the idea of that. But luckily, about an hour after I finished recording and placing them, it did actually rain in game. So it rained for about 3 hours, I think, and we got about 2,500 litres of water in each orchard, which actually is pretty good because it's 1 litre of water per cycle. So as you can see, we've used 500 litres nearly in here, and we've already got nearly 2,000 litres of apples. So could be pretty good, but going by the weather, where are we? It's not due to rain until March. So that's 6 months away. But we have got snow in December, so maybe when the snow melts, we'll get water. I don't know. We'll see. But otherwise, we're not going to get any more till March. So, yeah. Could end up being a slow production. What else have we done? I mowed the clover in field 10. So we've got 33 clover silage bales that are fermenting in storage. We took on a mowing contract. Well, we've taken on 2. So we've got field 27 here, because all 3 mowing contracts that we had previously turned into silage contracts, which we could do. So I did field 27. And then it came to doing 17. So I haven't done that yet because I've sold a load of things and I've bought some new machines. So I basically sold all our silage. I did the contract on 27, which was £14,000. We also got, I think it was 11, no, maybe 11 bales, I can't remember now, silage bales left over. So I sold those. I've sold loads of our straw, and that gave me enough money. I also sold the baler because I wanted a new baler. So all will become clear in a second. And then I sold our bale trailer because I didn't like it. It was causing a few problems and it wasn't great. So if we go over, we've got weeds in this field, so we need to take care of them, which is something else actually I want to buy. I want to buy a sprayer, a 3-point link sprayer. But we can't do that until we've done this contract, because we won't. Well, as you can see, we've got 7,638, and I've got to pay. If you remember in the first episode, I said if we do any contracts, half of the reward cost has to go towards the debt. So field 27 was 14 grand, so I need to give 7,000 towards the debt. But I'm not going to do that until we've done this field. We'll put it all together, because if I leave myself with £638, I'm about to set these 2 off on Courseplay course to do this field, and I may run out of money for worker fees. I have already done this field and I've kept the montage that I recorded, so I'm just going to use that because as I say, the recording of that episode was about 2 hours and I lost all that. I finally managed to get some time over the weekend to do a bit of recording, and it was spent dealing with these issues. So it's now Sunday night, so I'm hoping to get this episode out tomorrow, Monday. But yeah, so let me just show you what I've bought. So I've bought a self-propelled mower. I was actually using this on Calmlands. It's a 9-meter draper header, so really easy. Tow it along, hook up, off we go, etc. 9 meters. We've bought a new round baler, but it's a wrapper as well, so just like the McHale one we had before, but this has a pre-chamber as well, so we can continuously bale rather than stopping and dropping the bale then starting again. I've also bought a new Massey. So we've got a Massey Ferguson 6480. This is a mod obviously, but slightly zooped up if you like. Got a window sticker, some lights on the mirrors, and it sounds fantastic as well. It's got a nice turbo whistle. But yeah, anyway. And then finally we've bought a new bale trailer. So again, it is an auto load, but it works, as opposed to not working like the old one. So that is our new equipment. I think that is everything. We've kept the old mower and the windrower in case we want to do hay or hay contracts. We can just get them done quickly if it's a small enough field. But yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to be doing this field quite a lot. So, but anyway, enough of me talking. As I say, I'm going to get this field done, but I'm going to put the montage into the video, and I'll see you when that's done.
Silence in the open. Am I hoping for too much? Yeah. We never love in the right way, in the right time, at the right spot, in the right state of mind. We never love in the right way, in the right time, at the right spot, in the right state of mind.
Taking the first load of bales over to the sell point. It's 138 bales altogether. I already know there's 24 on this trailer, and I already know that it takes 4 trailer loads to complete the contract. And we also get paid a little bit on top of that, so it's probably 3 trailer loads and then maybe 21 bales. But I will just do this first load on camera so that you can see. So I've noticed that, because I was hoping that some harvesting contracts would come up, because there was quite a few oat fields. I'll just quickly go into the map. There was quite a few oat fields. So 13, 18, 22, 24, 25, 30, 16. But no no harvesting contracts came up. And now every single one of them is withered, which is a little bit strange. So really, we're not going to get any contracts coming up that we can actually do apart from baling, because a lot of the rest of it is root crops, which we haven't got the equipment for. What are these down here? Sugar beet, potato, yeah, sugar beet, potato. So yeah, nothing else. We're not going to get any harvesting contracts anyway, that's for sure. So we will probably be doing quite a few baling contracts, to be honest. I do really like this tractor, the noise. I think it sounds like it would if it was changing gear. I know that sounds a bit weird. Yeah, when it drops down gears and building up speed, etc. Sounds pretty good. So it is a good job I didn't pay half of that previous contract towards the debt, because we're now at 6,659, so I wouldn't have had enough left over to pay the worker fees. But as soon as I've got all these delivered, we will turn the contract in, and I will pay half of this contract and the 7. So this contract is 53,500. So half of that is 26,700. Say 33,500 we need to pay towards the debt. Right, so yeah, there you go. So 26% transported. So four loads will be just over 100%. So what I'll do, I'll get the rest of these delivered, and then I will see you over at the shop, and we'll sort out the money and buy our sprayer. Right, we're over at the shop. I've delivered all of those bales from the contract, and we actually got 19,000 for the excess on the last load after the contract had completed. We then had 42 left, so I've put 32 of those into storage, and I sold another 10 because I needed to get the money up a little bit for the sprayer that I want to buy. So we're at 47,000. So I need to turn in the contract. So collect that. And what did we say? 33.5, wasn't it? So we need to pay 33.5 towards the debt, which is half of those two contracts we've done. Where are we? This one, isn't it? 33,500. Excellent. So that's nearly 50 grand off the debt so far. Right, so while we're over here, sorry mate, you seem to be stuck literally in the middle of my trailer, which isn't good for anyone, is it? Oh dear. Right, so we go over to here. Just want to change this to log transport. I'm going to put on auto load, but I'm not sure if that will actually auto load logs. But we're going to need that, probably not in this episode, but we will need it later on. He's gone. He's freed himself. Right, so the sprayer that I want is this one. So it's a self-propelled Massey 185, which is ideal for us. So we want Michelin with narrow tyres. So this will hold 4,000 litres and it's got 20 metre spread. The good thing about this is because it's self-propelled, if we have other jobs to do, it's not taken up. A spraying job wouldn't be taking up a tractor. And really, it's only about 10 grand more than the sprayers that I was thinking of with that go on the 3-point. So, no brainer really. So yeah, buy that. Excellent. So that does leave us 22 grand. So actually we need to buy some fertilizer and herbicide. So I'm going to use these barrels by ER Shabba. Nice and cheap. So we've got herbicide there, 1,500 litres for 1,000. So we'll buy 3 of those. And then the fertilizer is this one. I think 2 of those will be fine. The reason I brought a fertilizer is because field 10 over there needs a second fertilizing state, so we may as well do that now while we're over here. So we want the yellow ones first, don't we? I think one of these will be fine for that field. Probably won't even use all that, to be honest. Okay, alright. Yeah, so this episode has been very challenging. I'm hoping when it's edited together it will be fine, but I've had so many problems and I won't go into them. To be honest, I may have already spoke about some of them. I'm really not sure now. I've had to go over and redo recordings left, right and centre for this episode already, and I think we're only about 20 minutes in. So yeah, days I've been at this, re-recording bits, trying to work out problems and solve them. Yeah, it's just been an absolute nightmare. I won't go into them. Yeah. It's definitely been the most challenging video I've made so far, and only been about 9 months. Channel's been up and running, but yeah, it's 100 I think this is video 127, 28. So out of all those videos, this has been the most challenging to record. And I know I do sometimes go on about problems a lot, and yeah, it's just, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. It's just, I want things to look good. I want things to be right. And that's from the viewer's point of view as well. I am a viewer as well as a content creator. I watch, the only thing I watch really is farm sim YouTube content. So I know what I look for as a viewer. I expect a lot of you are the same. So yeah, it's not sort of that I'm a perfectionist. I just want it to look right, be right. So yeah, but yeah, 3 days. I mean, I've had a problem with time. I may have already said this in the episode, and if I have, I am very sorry to bring it up again. But I really, honestly don't know what I've said and what I've gone through and how this video is even going to turn out. So until it's edited. But yeah, the time I finally got, a weekend, and I thought, brilliant, I'll get a couple of episodes of each series out, or recorded and edited, and yeah, it didn't happen. I've been stuck on this one episode for the whole weekend. In all the spare time I've had, has been trying to work out these problems. That's not what I wanted to do. That could possibly cover the whole width, but I don't think it will. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. Nice big width. It's cheap for a self-propelled sprayer, and we'll do both fertiliser, herbicide. I think it'll be pretty handy for us on the farm. It's pretty cool as well, isn't it? Not very fast, but does the job. And it holds, it's got a good capacity as well, so I don't normally do this, reduce the width, but I think I will this time. I should do it all the time, but yeah. It's the same on spreaders. I never reduce the width on a smaller pass. I don't know why. I just don't do it. But having said that, I much prefer these sort of sprayers with a straight bar, because it's so much easier than a spreader. I find it easier anyway to get the width right when you're doing a pass. Right, there we go. So I'm going to change that work width back, because I will forget. So I think we'll snip back over the road. We'll unload this, load up with the herbicide, and get over to our canola field, which is absolutely full of weeds. So I will see you over there. So as you can see, this field is absolutely covered in quite large weeds. So we're going to put our new sprayer to the test. I know he's going to have some problems up in that corner because everything I've put to work on this field has had a problem in that corner. It's just an odd shape, so I may look at just sort of squaring that off a bit maybe in the future, but yeah, we'll set him off, see how he gets on. I think I'll put this into a time lapse, so let's get it done. All weeding is done. On the whole, it did a pretty good job. Apart from it did struggle a bit on the hills. It was very slow, but I think it's only got about 75 horsepower. Yeah, 75 horsepower, so not a lot of power at all, but it did the job, and as I predicted, it did get a bit stuck in that corner, but I sorted that out. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave the episode here. And then we'll have a bit more stuff to do in the next episode. I'm debating whether to try and find a sort of cheap tedder, because the only contract left is this one, which is for hay. Field 28. Where's that? This one here. Yeah, I may see if I can find a cheap tedder and do that one off camera. Just to get a bit more money in the bank. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll be back on track now with getting more videos out, etc. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.